Hello everyone! In this video I am going to introduce myself. I am Ethan H. And in this video we are going to talk about speech. It's been more than a year though. It's been more than a year since my last video. But I am going to continue this channel and grow. Hopefully. I'm not sure. But hopefully grow. It's going to be a positive channel, not anything negative or anything harmful at least. So, where do I begin? Where do I begin? Just repeating what I just said there. I begin by talking about speech. My first video, I was talking about special ed. And if you haven't watched it yet, maybe you should watch it already. But what did I just say? Already? No. Maybe you should watch it that first. Yes. I don't know what I'm saying. Sorry. But my last video, I was talking about special ed and how I think if I remember correctly, I was talking about how I felt during special ed in high school. Yes. Very painful. Very, very painful. But now that I'm out of that at the moment, and maybe forever, I'm never going back. Even if I did, I don't think I would be able to. Yes. So that's exciting. But what's more exciting is that understanding how I think and how that translates into words coming out of my mouth. So, what's the first step? The first step is me thinking and looking at the other person and understanding the context. That is the first step that goes in my head. Processing into the next step that goes through a barrier. It goes through the system. Imagine a system that organizes data, and you probably know what I'm talking about already, and if you don't, it's like this big storage system in your head called memory, and it goes to that next, trying to search all the relevant data that it has in context to the conversation or information that I already see. So once it does that, I should explain how that happens first. So step number 3, finding the correct information. Now, I don't know how you normal people do it, but for me, I think it's a bit different. Yes, I think it's drastically different. And I don't know the best way how to explain this, but I'm going to try. So, it's like a check system. Because right off the bat, I do not know what I'm looking for. Or my head doesn't know what I'm looking for. I don't know how to say that, but it gets confusing quickly. But just say my head does not know what to look for. Okay? So you can have this analogy of your brain thinking, and then it stops, and then it just pauses, and then that goes on for a minute. Yes, a minute. But once it does find something, it goes, I think, into the frontal cortex, my thinking part of my brain, because that part of the brain does not, I don't think that controls the where my memory is, and what the memory I decide to bring up. So, once I find something, my memory, it goes to the cortex, the ultimate control center of my head. So, now, if it's wrong, it has to go back and search for another memory. It's like, if you ever went on an airplane, I haven't, but I'm just assuming that there's security there. But anywhere where there's security, you have to go through the security rain check and then proceed from there. And most likely at the airport, don't they have to empty everything out of your pockets and everything? I think you have to do that. I'm not sure. I think so. But it's something like that. But I'm going off topic, am I? Yes. So, it's kind of like a security check. But it's like, not for anything bad or anything. It's like, is this the best memory for the situation? That kind of thing. And if it's not the best one, then I go back and dig out something else. And I'm not sure if it happens at random or if there's some process that happens that I don't know. But there's something in there that is beyond my thinking. That is beyond my understanding. But once it does find something, now I have to speak. And maybe I speak for a little bit, and then I just stop. I stop dead silent. And what I'm doing there is just pausing and really analyzing and seeing if it came out correctly. So, because we constantly think of what we're saying, and even if we're speaking out loud, we can stop just in our tracks. Probably trying to fetch another memory for a different but similar situation to extend off what we already just said. Or me, not we. My bad. And sometimes it's just not, my mouth just does not think and just rolls off what's on my tongue at the moment, because I get my verbs, I get them mixed up and misused a lot. So please excuse that portion. And to top it all off, once I finish saying what I need to say, I go back and think and listen to the other person to see what they have to say to me. So you see, small talk is not my biggest strength. Actually, it's not really a strength at all. But I deal with it the best I can. And yeah, my first video. If you find this helpful, please leave a like. And if you don't, then just leave. I don't know. But this is a 10-minute video, and see you all on the next one. Bye now.